Good morning, guys. Welcome to day 14 of the 21-day mission manifest. 14. 2 weeks straight. I've been doing this for 2 weeks straight, getting all up in your face every morning. It's been really wonderful for me, you guys. New Year's is always tough because you want to make resolutions, you want to tackle new things, but you usually kind of fall off after a week or two. Well, here we are at the end of 2 weeks, and there's no stopping in sight for the mission manifest. Today we are going to, as promised, I said that at the end of each week I'm going to introduce a hurdle, and this week is no different. In week one, obviously, we kind of playfully rattled the cage and kind of put a little candle on everybody's butt to do things maybe a little outside the comfort zone. Grabbing a journal and beginning to write things down and thinking about gratitude before an event occurs, before you acquire what you're wanting. Making a vision board and a future calendar, these fun things. And then in week two, we have explored thoroughly the senses, and now I will imagine that by now you're starting to tune in a little more than maybe you were before this whole thing started. And by tune in, I mean that you're having epiphanies, you're having moments of clarity, you're having some realizations that might not have been yours prior to all of this. And I know some of the comments you guys have posted with regards to the senses and things, that all these light bulbs are going off, where you're like, oh, I used to do this, and now I didn't really put the importance to it, the significance to it, and now, my gosh, it makes sense. And so all of a sudden now there's been a bit of a transformation after 2 weeks, no surprise. And so what we want to do today is we're going to crack out the journal, the notebook, and we're actually going to write more than I've asked you to write so far. At least like a full page. If not, feel free to spend a couple pages, maybe up to 3 pages, depending on how much time you have. I know it's Monday, but basically we're going to explore our truth, and that's kind of a concept that has grown more and more familiar to me as of late. But the idea that we all have our truth, our own truth, and not like in the I say it's so it must be so. Like, that's not what I'm getting at here. What I mean by your truth is, where are your boundaries? Where is the depth of your integrity? What is the extent to which you're willing to express what is true to you, what your true feelings are, what your the extent of your confidence, the extent of your self-encouragement, like on one end, and then the degree to which you're willing to own up to your insecurities and your uncertainties, your shortcomings. That's a pretty broad rainbow in there of truth that pertains to you and only you. And so we want to start thinking about all the things that have come to our awareness in the last 2 weeks. Again, on the creative and playful side, but on the more serious tip as well. The stuff that is sobering and stuff that will kind of make you take a second, take a deep breath and a long look in the mirror and be like, okay, I guess that's what's up. I guess that's how I really do feel about X, Y, or Z. So we're gonna look at our truth, and maybe as a jumping off point for you, those of you that like to write, this should be easy. Those of you that don't do a whole lot of writing, again, don't feel like you got to go crazy here. But maybe as a starting point, you want to simply look at who you are, who you're becoming, based on who you were at the turn of the new year, before we started the 21-day mission manifest. How much clearer are your goals and objectives now? Are they becoming clear? Are they not? Are you growing more frustrated with this whole process? That is your truth. If so, write about it. Be honest about it. Because the more you're able to pony up and offer to the notebook or the journal, the more liberating it's going to be for you to really start to take a closer look at what it is you might need to be doing that you're not doing, ways in which you are falling short that only you are going to be able to bring to your attention. Maybe some of you have found your mentor, or you've been exploring conversations with someone or people. You found your source of accountability. Maybe it warrants a conversation with them before you decide to start writing some things down. Ask them, get their honest take about the degree to which you are really trying to get after this, and whether they can say, well, I think you are in this way, but over here you're really not doing as much as you probably could be. Whatever it is, this is that time where you're taking stock, taking inventory of who we are becoming, what is true to us, and we want to write it down. That's like your internal progress report after 2 weeks of the Mission Manifest. We'll get back into some other cool things here in the third week. Not that this isn't cool, but some more creative and fun things. But as well, for your homework, if you guys can and want to, tomorrow I was thinking maybe I would address some comments and some questions. So if you have anything, any admissions, anything you want to put in there, little victories, little frustrations, whatever it is that you maybe want me to touch upon in tomorrow's video, I'd be happy to do it. So I'm going to go through all the comments of all the other days, but specifically today, if you want something, me to touch upon something in particular, go ahead and put it in today's comments, and I'll be sure to include it in tomorrow's post. You guys, this has really been a special thing, and I love all the support that's going back and forth, and all the the commenting on people's comments. That's what we're here for, and I'm just really honored and tickled to be a part of it. You guys are fantastic, and we'll see you tomorrow.